At the UIC College of Pharmacy, research and innovation fuel everything that we do. It's how we remain a world-class research institution that constantly drives change. 15 new technologies were discovered by the college in 2020. We filed 9 new patents and 5 previous patents were issued. 3 intellectual properties were licensed. The bladder cancer therapy licensed from our college was among the 3 most profitable licenses for the entire university. UIC College of Pharmacy research brought in an estimated $23 million in fiscal year 2020. $23 million to affect healthcare practices, healthcare delivery, and healthcare outcomes. From antibiotic resistance to diabetes education, to opioid safety, to healthcare billing, and everywhere in between. Our research is changing the face of healthcare. So today, rather than try to give you a broad overview of the entire enterprise, we will focus on one of those many areas where we are rapidly affecting change: women's health. Polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS, affects around 5 million women in the United States, making it the most common hormonal endocrine disorder among women of reproductive age. It is also the leading cause of infertility. PCOS is a problem that Dr. Joanna Burdett and her lab have been studying for some time. One of the many ways PCOS keeps fertilization from being accomplished is increasing the male hormones, or androgens, in the woman's system. Androgens trigger all manner of adverse reaction, but Burdett wanted to focus on the effects on the fallopian tube, specifically the cilium. Cilium are hair-like fibers on the fallopian tubes that move the ovary's unfertilized egg to the uterus. To test how androgens affect the cilium, they modeled polycystic ovarian syndrome in the lab and monitored it. The lab discovered that the additional androgens reduced the cilium's expression and function, making it more challenging to get the egg into place for fertilization. The paper explaining their work was published in Human Reproduction Journal in 2020 and was selected an editor's choice. Their findings bring the world one step closer to unraveling polycystic ovarian syndrome's totality and finding a better solution to the myriad problems it causes for millions of families. Breast cancer affects 1 in 8 women in the United States, and while there are many different kinds of breast cancer, around 80% are categorized as estrogen receptor positive. This means cancers react to the hormone estrogen, and that estrogen fuels cancer growth. Treating this type of breast cancer involves medication to block the hormone production. However, nearly half of all women treated with hormone therapies become resistant, leaving traditional chemotherapy as their only treatment option. Dr. Deborah Tinetti and former faculty member Dr. Greg Thatcher developed a new drug called TTC-352 that has completed phase 1 clinical trials. The drug selectively targets estrogen receptors, causing complete tumor regression, and offers a reduced risk of uterine cancer development, unlike its competitors. In phase 1 trials, researchers found no toxic side effects, even at the highest dosages. This is very encouraging because these participants were at an advanced stage of their disease, and we saw that their cancers stopped growing for a significant amount of time, said Dr. Tinetti. TTC-352 was approved as an investigational new drug by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration in 2017. UIC has licensed the drug to TTC Oncology, LLC, which funded the study for human clinical trials. In developing countries, birth control availability runs from scarce to non-existent. Pipeline problems and manufacturing difficulties make it even harder to acquire. UIC pharmacy professor Don Waller and research partner Lauren Zainfeld of Rush University Medical Center set about solving that problem over 15 years ago. This past year, their solution, called Phexxi, hit the market. Unlike most contraceptives that are either hormones to suppress ovulation or barriers to prevent fertilization, Phexxi is a non-hormonal contraceptive gel. Gel triggers the body's natural defenses and allows the vaginal pH level to deactivate sperm. Dr. Waller and Zainfeld's concept was co-patented by the UIC College of Pharmacy and Rush, and licensed to Evofem Biosciences in 2003. In the ensuing years, the gel was made ready for commercial use through numerous clinical trials. It is now the only FDA-approved non-hormonal contraceptive gel on the market. Although it is not currently FDA-approved to stop STI transmission, Dr. Waller sees that being added down the road. I hope that women feel empowered with a new option to protect themselves, Dr. Waller said. Research is the cornerstone of our work, and it will soon be the cornerstone of our new building, the Drug Discovery and Cancer Research Pavilion. The pavilion will house emerging areas of translational research with a focus on oncology, infectious diseases, and women's health. It will bring together industry partners, educational and clinical programs, and research to create the collaborative environment necessary to drive further innovation in therapeutic discovery. The pavilion will be a 5-story building located in what is now the parking lot directly behind the UIC College of Pharmacy building. In addition to lecture rooms and labs, we will be sharing the building with the UIC Cancer Center. The facility will also feature a technology park, ripe for public-private partnerships. New construction in an economic climate like this is rare, but signifies the trust placed in our researchers. The college, in partnership with the UI Health Cancer Center, the Discovery Partners Institute, and the state of Illinois, will break ground in 2022. New knowledge, new treatments, and new drugs are just a few of the ways that UIC pharmacy research has affected the field of women's health this past year. But our research community is hard at work on any number of other areas as well. Whether it's novel therapeutics, cost-benefit analysis, or care guidelines, the cumulative effect of analysis performed here is monumental. And the addition of a new, dedicated research building will only increase the already tremendous research output of our college. We're not just changing healthcare, but affecting millions of people in the US and many millions more globally, upgrading their services, enhancing their care, and creating new cures. UIC Pharmacy Research is truly changing healthcare and changing lives.